Hey there, it's Barbaric again with another game review, and I know I've been gone for a while. I meant to do a review for the couple games I got in between, but I never got around to it. I've been busy, things have been happening, but here I am again. So, I like the survival horror genre, but I'm not super deep into it. Like, the most I've played is popular franchises, Dead Space, Resident Evil. And even Resident Evil, I kind of fell out of after 4, because it just, it's not zombies anymore. I don't know. I didn't like the whole bugs and stuff, so 5, I never even played 5. I didn't. But it is 2012, and there were 3 Resident Evil games that come out this year. One just came out, actually, and I just picked it up, which is what I'm going to be talking about. Resident Evil Revelations, Operation Raccoon City, and then Resident Evil 6 later this year. So, I had seen footage for Resident Evil Revelations, and I was like, hey, it's kind of going back to the roots. Again, it's not zombies, though, but it's just, I don't know. Something about it was pulling me towards it. Plus, 3DS, I really need to get some more games for that. I don't really have a lot, so. Resident Evil Revelations. I'm kind of doing this review early because I actually played the demo from the eShop they put out, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, something like that. I don't really remember. And, I just started the game like a couple hours ago, so I'm actually not very far, but I feel I know enough about it to really do a good review on this one. So, first thing I want to say is the first shipments of this game, there is a typo on the spine, which you might have heard. And they misspelled Revelations. Revelaitons. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, so quite funny. But, that's with the first shipments, and they've already issued like a phone number or an email address you can call or send an email to, and they will send you a replacement cover. If you want to. I mean, a lot of people think this is actually going to become a rare collector's item. So they're not asking for them back. So, you can get the new cover for, like, shelf display so it'll look nice, and keep this one tucked away somewhere for later if you want to sell it, or whatever you do, whatever happens to it. I don't know. So, another thing, if you pre-ordered this, you got a case, like a protective shell case for your 3DS. Okay, so, I mean, I was going to get the game, like, no matter what. I didn't really plan on pre-ordering, but once I heard you could get the case, I was like, that might be nice. I could use a case. So I did, and, it's basically, you probably can't see it too well, it's the cover of the game, the little eye guy there, is Resident Evil Revelations, and it's got, depending on where you're looking at it, the eye's, like, looking at you, or it's, like, closed or something like that. I don't know. I can't really tell. Didn't do a good job on this graphic, but then again, these things never turn out well. And I guess it's my fault for expecting more of it, but it's actually, I don't know, when it opens, it's kind of hard to hit the L and R buttons. Like, it's pretty much like the tips of your fingers are touching them now, instead of to where it used to be like the middle of your finger. So, I mean, that's a little nuisance. Might not bother some people, but me, I wasn't too crazy about it. I can live with it, whatever. And, my fault for expecting, actually good case that was free to come with this. But, whatever. For what it's worth, it's alright. I can live with it. And I wanted to get the Circle Pad Pro. It adds on the extra analog stick to your 3DS, but they were sold out unless you would pre-order it, and I didn't pre-order it. I didn't think anybody was going to buy it. It'll change, like, the whole experience for the game, and I will get it later on, but for now, I'm just going to play it normally. It's, the story, it's pretty cool, I guess. Like I said, I'm not too far into it, but I already know, like, you play as Jill Valentine at first with her partner, and you're looking for Chris Redfield, and he's like, his signal's been lost on the ship, so you're on the ship, which kind of is a cool setting for it. You're kind of out there, isolated, nobody can come help you, whatever. You're not in the middle of a city, whether, whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool. And, the gameplay kind of stands as normal Resident Evil gameplay, you pop and shoot, but you can also strafe now, but you can't move your aim while you're strafing. Like wherever it's fixed, that's where it's going to stay if you're moving. But I think, I don't know, with the circle pad, you can move and move your aim at the same time, you know, having dual analog sticks. But like I said, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking that's what it does, and that's how I would like to play this. It'd feel more like Dead Space, and that's why I love Dead Space, because you can move and shoot anywhere you want. Now, you know, and then also, it's set up in like episodes. Like maybe each episode is maybe, I've only played the first couple, so maybe 10 minutes or so, which is kind of nice. You know, like there's checkpoints through each episode, so if you get halfway through an episode and you don't feel like playing anymore, you can probably stop because it just saved your game. So it's kind of cool that, like, you know, you could, especially since the 3DS's battery life is less than cool, about what, 3-4 hours if you got the 3D on and you're playing a 3DS game. So, you know, you can play a couple of them and then you can stop for a while, because it's also, there's also flashback segments too, I've noticed. Like you play like present time in the mission, and then the next story can be from the past or some other character's perspective. So that kind of adds, you know, a lot of cool value to it. And then also, once you beat the game, you unlock a co-op mode called Raid. And that's like you go through a mission with a co-op partner, either locally or over Wi-Fi. You know, you can take them out and do whatever. You get points, and you can unlock more content, like more stuff for your guns, which is another cool thing. Even if you go through the campaign, you can pick up like these briefcases with like metal pieces, and you can add on to your guns and make them more powerful, carry more ammo, whatever. And like another cool thing is, you know, if you've played Resident Evil before, you know there's not very much ammo scattered everywhere. But you get this thing called a Genesis, and it's like a scanner. And you can pull that up and like scan your surrounding, and sometimes you'll find hidden items like ammo and stuff. And that hidden ammo has come in very helpful for me so far. This maybe takes about 10 shots to take down one of the monsters, and at first you can only carry 30 shots, so that's not very much. So, you know, I'll find myself very low on ammo, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I pull up the scanner, bam, there's like 2 extra things of ammo, and then I'm good for a little while. So I think that part's kind of cool. So I would say if you're looking for a good Resident Evil experience, and you know you don't want to wait till Operation Raccoon City, which actually is just next month in March, or Resident Evil 6, then I would say get this. If you don't have a 3DS, this would probably be a good time to pick one up, because the library has grown substantially since then. There's plenty of great games for the 3DS now. This is one of them. So I would recommend this very much. And it's pretty much a full Resident Evil experience. Like, this isn't, it's not dumbed down like just because it's a handheld. This is all out. The graphics are phenomenal. They're almost console worthy, I think. So, and then the 3D, you can also turn that up like even higher than the 3DS goes. And I tried that and it felt kind of weird, made me a little nauseous, so I had to turn it back down. But, you know, if you really want a good game, Resident Evil Revelations. So, you know, that's my review. So, subscribe. I'm going to try to do another new review next time I get another game, which I don't know when that'll be. Maybe soon, I don't know, but subscribe. Maybe I'll have another video up, whatever. So, yeah, check out my old videos. Catch you later.